Hello everyone, my name is Vaishnavi Deshmukh. Today's topic is access modifier and non-access modifier in Java. There are the two types of the modifiers in Java. First is the access modifier and second is the non-access modifier in Java. Firstly discuss in the access modifier in the Java. The access modifier is the accessibles in the field, constructor, method and class. Then it is the we can be changed in the level of field, constructor, method and class is applied in the modified it on. There are the four types of the access modifier. First is the private, second is the default, third is the protected and fourth is the public. Firstly discuss in the private modifiers. It is the access level private modifiers within the class but cannot in the outside in the class. Then it is the discuss in the default. Default, it is a access level modifiers and default modifiers in the within the package but cannot in the outside in the package. Then discuss in the protected modifier. It is the access level protected modifier within the package and outside in the package through the child class. If you not create a child class, the does not outside in the package. Then discuss in the public. It is the access level modifiers in the accessing everything, everywhere. Then in the within the class and outside in the class. Then within the package and outside in the package in the accessibles. Then it is the deeply discussions in the access modifiers, private, protected, defaults and then it is the publics. Firstly discuss in and understand the access modifier in the Java. First is the private. The private access modifiers only access in the within the class and the simple examples of a private modifiers. It is the examples of the two class A and simples. Then a class is consist of the data, private data members and the private methods. It is the class is a outside in the private methods is it is compiler errors. Then discuss in the default. It is does not in the create in the default by default. Default modifiers it is only within the package, cannot be in the outside in the package. It is the provided in the more than in the private modifiers, but is the restrictions of publics and protected modifiers. Then it is a discuss in the protected modifiers. It is a protected accessibles in the level of protected modifiers within the package and with outsides in the package. It is through only in the inheritance. It is the protected modifiers in the methods and variables. It is the class in the applied in the class and then it is discussed in the public modifier. The public modifiers accessibles in the everything within the class with in the outside in the class within the package outside in the package. Then discuss in the non-static non-accessibles methods or modifiers in the Java. Firstly, the along in the accessibles and the Java is provided in the non-accessibles modifiers. This is the set of the specific properties, variables and method. There are the five types of the non-access modifier in the Java. First is the final, second is the transient, third is the synchronize, fourth is the static and fifth is the voids. Firstly discuss in the final. The final modifiers is used in the variables, methods and class. The final is declares is is the cannot be changes. Then method is declare. First is the cannot be changed in overridings. And then class is declares is first is cannot be declared in a inheritance. Then discussing the static. The static modifiers in the using field modifier. The static modifier used in the methods and variables. The static modifiers is a declares in the variables labels and the method is a declares in the objects of the access. And the statics we can be create in the static in the nested class. Then discuss in the wallets. The wallets modifiers it is the multiples programming. Wallet modifiers cannot be does not use in the classes and methods, only use in the variable. Then is the transient. The transient modifiers is the initializations of declares in the thread in the does not present in the serialize. Then it is a synchronized modifier. It is the method synchronize in the declare the at a time in the threads. This is the some discussion of the access modifier and non-access modifier in the Java.